Hey guys, today I finally sold the Model S.
With a white car.
Yeah, you see him? Bye bye, Model S. It's been a work in progress. By the way, if you hear some background noise, it's raining outside. We've got some thunderstorms coming through. So, anyway, selling the Model S has been a work in progress for about a month. I've got a separate video on part of that process wherein I listed my my Model S for sale, and then on the second to the last Turo rental, it ended up with some damage. Actually, I was in the process of getting it appraised or whatever for trade-in, estimated for trade-in value, and I had done that, and then the damage happened, and then it turned into an insurance claim, of course, to get reimbursed for the damage. And a month later, I finally got reimbursed, but to get the vehicle fixed would have probably taken a couple months more by the time I got a new door panel or something. So instead, after getting the money from the insurance company, I basically just reduced my price by that amount and was able to sell it to a very happy buyer from Indiana, a young guy, Tesla fan. So yeah, I think it'll go to a good home. The vehicle still runs really well, not having any issues with it, and kind of sad to see it go. Driven that car from Michigan to California twice, and then drove it from Michigan to Boston through part of Canada on the way. So yeah, wish I could have driven it more. I bought it in November of 2015, and it had 1,100 miles, and I sold it with 56,000 plus miles. So, and I had just changed the tires for the first time. So yeah, it's been really good. And I even, so I charged it up to 100% today, and that was displaying an estimated range of 230 miles, which is not much lower than what the rated range when I bought it, of 240. So that was actually pretty good. And yeah, just all around, such a great car. It looks so good. I do wish it had, so I wouldn't even been considering trading it in. I was going to trade it in for a Model 3. More about that later, but I wouldn't have even considered trading it in if I had the refresh front, plus or minus. It's obviously better, but I could live without it. But the main thing was actually having Autopilot 2. I wanted to be daily driving Autopilot 2, and I had some Tesla. I currently have some Tesla credits from some stuff in the referral program that I qualified for, the Powerwalls, but they don't actually install Powerwalls here in Michigan yet, so they're basically giving me Tesla credit instead. So I was going to use that to get a Model 3 at a great price, but then all that stuff happened. And I could still get a Model 3, but instead I'm going to be driving our Model X, which I have subscribed to full self-driving, and we'll be getting the Hardware 3 computer whenever it's available for me. But I'm probably going to be driving that because my wife's daily driver, she doesn't really want to use the Model X for daily kid hauling. It has enough space to be workable, and it's really nice and good, but she doesn't like driving such an expensive vehicle and just kind of the additional stress of being worried about damaging a really expensive vehicle. And then the Falcon Wing doors, which are really, really nice for getting kids in and out, but ours, they fault out a lot. So they'll come out part way, and then you either have to redo it or hold the button down while it slowly raises itself up. So they don't hit things. They're not irresponsible doors, but they are, in her experience, inconvenient when just trying to hustle kids in and out and get on with the business of whatever she's doing. Generally, I find that happens a little bit less when I actually push the handle as opposed to opening the doors from the dash display. So I kind of work around it, and I don't mind pushing the button twice if I have to. But yeah, so we're probably going to get something different for her to use as basically a town car. So that'll be coming in the future. So I guess I will not be getting a Model 3. It will be interesting to see what the Tesla pickup looks like this summer. I was going to get one of those, but I don't know. Tesla's stock has to go way up for me to get one of those. But what will be interesting is if they have an SUV version of that. So basically like a Suburban, because a Suburban is basically a Chevrolet Silverado with a bunch of doors. So if they do something like that with the pickup truck, that'd be a crazy big electric vehicle. So that would be kind of cool. But anyway, so for the time being, we have one vehicle. So I'll probably be doing some Uber to work. Although I am going to get a scooter, which I will be reviewing once I get it. Hopefully I'll be getting it next month. And I'm talking about like a scooter, like one of those lime bird looking ones. It's not one of those. It's a different one, and it looks really sweet. So I'm looking forward to getting it for my 6-mile commute to work. Anyway, so for the time being, we have one vehicle, and then when we get to, I'll be driving the Model X as a daily driver, which should be cool. I like how the Model X is higher up in the seating position, and like I said, it has Autopilot 2, the full self-driving. So it'll be fun to be driving that and see how Autopilot develops on a daily basis, especially once they start doing stop signs and street lights and city navigation. That'll be super cool. So stay tuned for those videos. But yeah, so Model S is gone. Yeah, a lot of trips in that vehicle. It's been through what, 3 winters? So 2015, 16, 17, 18, 4 winters actually. I didn't have snow tires the first winter. At least not for all of it. But once I got snow tires, that thing is very well grounded. Rented it out on Turo 42 times. That netted me about somewhere between $6,000 and $7,000 over 2 years. So that was pretty cool. It was really cool to let people excited about Tesla use the vehicle out here in Michigan. So there's that. Yeah, so new steps, new beginnings. Still going to be doing videos. I just don't have an AP1 car now. I just have an AP2 car, 2.5, soon to be 3. So yeah, stay tuned. Trying to think of anything else there is to say. A lot more space in the garage. It's like an empty nest syndrome, but auto version. There's the Model X. You can see it's raining on this sad day.